What's going on, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel, Max's Corner, where I share with you guys my autographs and sports memorabilia. So before we start, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and follow me on Instagram at Max's_corneryt. Now, I just said that I usually share my autographs and sports memorabilia with you guys, but today's something different. Today I wanted to share with you what probably the most insane and the most special thing that has ever happened to me, and quite possibly ever will happen to me. I was in the New York Times, as some of you may know, and I just want to share with you guys my journey of how I got contacted by them and how I got interviewed, and then ended up being in this article for Wednesday, February 24th, 2021. And here is the paper article right here. Boom, right in the business section, right above the weather report. And now I'm gonna read to you guys the online article, the online version. It's the same thing, just on their website. And I might just skim and summarize what's going on, and then we'll pause at the parts that I'm in, and I'll read that part for you guys. So let's get into it. Before I share the article with you guys, I just want to tell you guys how I got contacted by the New York Times and how I ended up being in one of their newspapers. So, Gerald Narciso, he works for the New York Times. He's a reporter, was scrolling through YouTube searching for athletes signing autographs and came across one of my videos, went to my Instagram, and he commented on one of my posts, and he said, check your DMs. So I checked them, and there was a message from him, and he said, hi, this is Gerald Narciso from the New York Times. And he basically asked me if I wanted to do an interview with him for a possible New York Times article. And we set up a date and time, and yeah, I got interviewed by him. And then about a week later, this newspaper came out and the article came out, and that's pretty much what happened. So now let's take a look into the online article, which is super cool because it has a hyperlink to my channel in the article. So without further ado, let's take a look. So here's the online article written by Gerald Narciso, February 13th, 2021. This first part is about Eugenie Bouchard, a women's tennis player, who says that it is very rare that a fan comes up to her and asks her for an autograph, and she says that she really misses signing autographs for the fan and giving autographs to people. Now this next part is about Claude Giroux, Philadelphia Flyers captain, and he said that he can't remember the last time he autographed an item, and that he really misses giving autographs to his fans. And there's a picture of Eugenie Bouchard signing autographs at the Australian Open. This part is about a Liverpool soccer player named Sadio Mane, again for Liverpool, and he said that he really misses the atmosphere that the fans bring to his games, and he really misses having fans in the stadium more than anything. And this is about David Peralta. This is about David Peralta from the Arizona Diamondbacks, and he said that he really misses giving kids their autographs and interacting with the fans. Now, this part is this is where I come in, coming up here pretty soon. Max Wheeler is one of those kids. Wheeler, a 13-year-old baseball fan from Madison, Wisconsin, has collected more than 500 signatures in the past 7 years, Hank Aaron's being his most prized. Wheeler was a fixture at the Milwaukee Brewers' home stadium before the pandemic, strategically acquiring autographs. I make neon signs 2 nights before the game, and we arrive 3 hours before first pitch to make sure we're first in line. Wheeler, who runs a YouTube channel, there's the hyperlink to my channel, which you should subscribe to, that presents his best signed memorabilia and provides tips for autograph seekers, said in a telephone interview. I like meeting guys I see on TV, so it's pretty cool. So that was my first part. And here is a picture of Rafael Nadal signing autographs. He's one autograph that I really want to get. He's awesome at tennis. And now this part is about Matt Triplett, a bull rider, and he said that it's really hard signing autographs and also practicing social distancing, and that he really misses signing as many autographs as he can. And this part is about Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving taking off their jerseys and signing them and giving them to 2 Chainz, the rapper. Took place at an Atlanta Hawks game. Now here is my part where I wrap up the article. Wheeler hopes he too will soon be able to see his sports heroes in person again. Since the start of the pandemic, he has continued to receive autographs through the mail. Go check out some of my TTM videos if you haven't already. And here's the end of the article. Being a true autograph connoisseur, Wheeler said nothing beats seeing a baseball player up close and witnessing the signing in real time. I miss them a lot, he said. Even though attending baseball games is not going on right now, I know they will resume someday. So, yep, there's the online article. Coming up here are a couple clips of me getting interviewed over the phone by Gerald Narciso. But before I show you that, I just want to show you a couple things. I actually have 5 of these hard copies. I definitely want to get one framed and just save a few to look back on when I'm an adult and just think about how cool it is to be in the New York Times. And the online article came out on February 23rd, 2021. And the hard copy came out the next day on Wednesday, February 24th. 2021. So I just want to share that a little bit with you guys, but without further ado, here are some clips of me getting interviewed over the phone.
No.
Right, here it is. Hi, this is Max.
Max, how you doing? This is Gerald Narciso with the New York Times calling.
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Good. Did I catch you guys at a good time?
Yes, we're all ready to go.
So basically, I'm doing a story about autographs during the pandemic, as I explained to Max, where we're kind of talking to athletes from all of the major sports and talking about how their routines have changed, and just how different it is not having to interact with fans. And, going on YouTube and trying to, see clips of players like Mike Trout signing and everything, I came across Max's page, and I was just like, well, you know what? It would be cool to have one fan perspective, someone that was really passionate in the art of interacting and also gaining autographs. Yeah, no, I definitely, fell through and started watching a bunch of the clips and really cool stuff. Like the Giannis one, I like the Christian Yelich one, so it's a lot of good stuff there. And what is usually the intrigue with, I understand the intrigue with Giannis and Christian, but, a lot of, I've noticed the majority is baseball, and a lot of them are legends. So what is the fascination with, players that have, been even before your father's time?
Yeah, well, I just love the history of baseball and MLB and all of sports, but I watch lots of highlight videos of the legends of the game, and since they're so legendary and so awesome, my dad told me stories about some of the players during his childhood, and even my grandpa telling me stories about players in his childhood, and I just thought it would be super cool to meet them since I just heard so many great things about them.
Awesome, sounds good. And how many autographs would you say that you have, and where do you store them?
So all total, I have around 400 to 600 autographs in total, mostly MLB. Lots of signed baseballs, probably around 250 of those. Lots of signed 8x10s and now sports cards that I'm sending through the mail. So, around 500 autographs, I'd say, in baseball, football, hockey, even tennis and golf, basketball.
Sports was a lot different a year ago. And, going to the ballpark, and I've seen a lot of clips of you going to American Family Field and getting autographs. Talk about, your experiences going to the ballpark and the chance to interact with players pre-game.
Whatever. Yeah, so I make big like neon signs like 2 nights before the game or the night before the game, and we arrive 3 hours before first pitch to make sure we're first in line, and I always make sure to be polite on my big signs. So like for example, if I'm trying to get Bryce Harper's autograph, I'll say Bryce Harper, maybe have like the Phillies logo in the middle, and then say like Rookie of the Year, MVP on the sides, and then I always say, may I please have your autograph, because I just want to also include that I'm polite and that I'm asking politely, and I always want to be really nice. And I watch so many MLB games on TV, and I like meeting the guys that I see on TV, so it's pretty cool, and I just want to make sure I stick out from the crowd.
And usually, how are those interactions with the players? I know they're brief, but
there some of them are pretty short, but some that stick out to me is like Chris Paddock. He was really nice. We actually got in early for a Brewers versus Padres game, and I got to meet stud Chris Paddock. I think he's going to be amazing someday. And that was one of my longer conversations. Some don't say much, some talk a lot. And one cool one in particular was Anthony Rendon. He was actually really funny and really chatty, and it's awesome just to meet those guys. But when they talk and interact back, that's so awesome.
Talk about. I mean, obviously, I found you because of the YouTube channel. What came about that, and your idea of giving people tips on how to get autographs?
Yeah, so I see lots of other kids, or especially some little kids, and some of them, like after I'll get an autograph or two, they're like, "How did you do that?" Like, wow, that's super cool that you get to meet these guys. And so I was like, hey, why not start a YouTube channel and maybe share some of my autographs and some of my tips for other kids like me and other people, so that I can help them with their autograph collecting. And I've had my channel for two years now, and I just want to inspire lots of people and answer some questions that people might have about autograph collecting.
I just got a few more, but when the pandemic hit, and this was right before the baseball season started, and midway through the NBA season, how did that kind of hit you, knowing that at least for the next little bit, at the time I'm sure you didn't realize how long it would last, that you were not going to get that in-person communication with players?
Yeah, so at the beginning we were thinking like, okay, maybe they'll like lift the net up and maybe like I'll wear a mask during the game, but then they said like no fans are allowed and they start delaying the season, and that's really when I got like sad and disappointed and kind of bummed out. But then I think it was on Instagram, or no, it was YouTube, from a guy named Troy, who did autographs through the mail. Like, that's what he does. And I learned from him, and I saw all the cool autographs that you could get, and I just started getting some autographs through the mail, and that's a great way to keep up with the hobby through the pandemic.
Man, you just answered my next question. Your transition into going through the mail, but I mean, since you answered that, I guess the last thing I want to know from you is, obviously you've been able to figure out a way how to, still get that rush and interact with players, through the mail and get autographs, but, how much are you missing actually the in-person interaction, whether it's going to the stadium or, a lot of the training shows and in-store shows that you've gone to in the past?
Yeah, I mean, I miss them a lot, and even though they're not going on right now, I know that they'll resume someday, and I'll be able to go to some more autograph shows in the future and some baseball games and meet those players. But me getting older, it's kind of tough, but hopefully, like, I can help my little brother and some of my friends who are a little younger than me get autographs, since they're also big into baseball.
And I know I said last question, but who is on the top of your list of players you want to see in person and get an autograph?
Top players on my list, definitely Fernando Tatis Jr. Miguel Cabrera is a big one. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Bo Bichette, some of the younger guys.
Thanks again for your time, and I'll keep you guys moving.
Yeah, thank you so much for doing this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the articles and me getting interviewed, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I think it's just crazy that I'm in the New York Times. But that's it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Follow me on Instagram at Max's_corneryt, and I'll see you later.